Check 1, 2. That sounded good, yeah. Welcome one, welcome all to the Detroit City Fieldhouse for the Detroit City SuperLiga final. Sorry for the technical delays. We are streaming here on Coach Javi's YouTube channel. Thank you to all of those watching and tuning in today. We are live at the Detroit City Fieldhouse in Detroit, Michigan.
We were trying to attempt a very fancy multi-camera setup, but ran into some issues with it. So we're going with a single one because we did not want to miss the match for you guys.
Did not want to miss the action for sure. Pretty interesting lineup we have today. So Coach Javi, everyone knows, comes into this, going to be very confident going in. George Shamakov, Dave Dwayhe also out there. We actually don't have rosters, so we're not 100% sure who is actually on these teams, so we'll try to figure that out as the game goes on. On the other team, which you were doing some research, Nick, I don't know how to pronounce their name. The other team, that's not Coach Javi, has City legend Nate Steinwasser in net, along with Detroit Mercy striker Tyler Mormon. So we will see how those two teams get on today. In terms of City players, Detroit City FC players, it looks like Coach Javi's team has more. Yeah, still working. Nate Steinwasser, of course, went overseas to try his hand at professional soccer. He's back in the United States. Still a very bright future possibly ahead for Nate Steinwasser. I'd love to see him come back to Detroit City FC. He always big games in the sticks for us. You know, you got the Open Cup game against the Bucks, wins a penalty shootout. You know, down in Chattanooga at the start of last season, he was incredible, lights out in net. So, you know, if stuff doesn't work out for him, I'm sure the City staff would love to have him back in between the poles for Detroit City FC. Lights are out here at the Fieldhouse. We are getting ready for an absolute barn burner, folks. 3.5 minutes till kickoff. The suspense is building. You can feel the tension in this place. The trophy has made its way onto the field. Both two teams will be working very hard to put that in their silverware cabinet after this one. Trophy goes in the middle, the penalty box. As I like to refer to it as. It's getting serious in here, folks. Up to 200 viewers. Yeah. I believe that's the Champions League tune that's about to ring through the speakers of the Detroit City Fieldhouse. Both teams in their circles discussing final tactical moves. See Coach Javi in there, coaching his team up, getting them ready for this absolute final match we have here today. That is the Champions League tune being played to our right. We're back. Hopefully we are back on live stream. I am checking now to see if that's the case on my own telephone.
My phone actually just died. A red screen went, or red line went down the screen, and it restarted. Sorry, guys.
Hopefully we are back here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse, and we are. Teams getting ready. Music beginning to play. I gotta say, Nate Steinwasser is walking with a lot of swagger right now. Referee Sean Grogan has the ball at midfield.
Catenaccio. Let's meet tonight's team. First, for the visiting Coach Javi Academy, captained by Javi Bautista, Adam Reville, John Evans, Daryl Kudenau,
Javi and Matty Barr are shaking hands as they walk out to the midfield.
George Tamakov, David Dwayne. And now, for the home, Catenaccio, captained by Matt Ibarra, Spencer Steinwasser, Austin Dunn, Cameron Roberts, Adam Klaus, Tyler Norman, Tom Bowman, and Nate Steinwasser.
Brothers playing on the team opposite of Coach Javi Academy. Sean Grogan is an experienced referee. We all know of his work here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse. Always reffing the SuperLiga games every time I've been here at least. I am your commentator for tonight, Jarrett Maki, as we get ready. Lights are back on, teams are getting ready, and the tension is building. Both teams competing for that coveted SuperLiga trophy. First ever inaugural SuperLiga trophy. Team photos being taken. Nate Steinwasser looks like he's getting into the zone. Nate Steinwasser's brother is with him tonight. Hopefully that does not cause any tension between the families. There's actually 2 trophies sitting over there on the box, so maybe one's a runner-up trophy and one's a winner's trophy. Referee walking with a lot of confidence. Here we go. Teams going out, meeting in the center for what is sure to be an incredible matchup. Tyler Moorman next to David Dwayhe. Both players look ready. This is arguably the biggest match David Dwayhe's ever played in. Here we go. Whistle sounds. Go with us for the next 25 minutes for the first half of the SuperLiga final. Being played around back by Coach Javi Academy, intercepted by Tyler, but one back by the Coach Javi Academy defender. Good play out of the back from Coach Javi. I'm sure that was drilled into their mind before this one started. Like I said before, the phone died on us there. Coach Javi mentioned in his YouTube video that the team lacks a true defender, so we'll see how they cope with that today. Maybe attack is the best form of defense. As I say that, intercepted in the third, and Javi gets it across. Heavy touch, heavy touch. Nate Steinwasser being pressured on the ball here, and it's won over by his center back, and they go up the other way. Can't imagine how many videos Coach Javi is teaching you how to refine your touch, and he should listen to his own advice there. But he's going up the other end. Plays it in, trying to get it centralized, then they do. Kind of forced out in the corner there. It's against the boards, and one back by Tyler Moorman. They go the other way with Matt Ibarra. And back to Nate Steinwasser, who plays it over to his left and goes back to him. Both teams seem to be playing out of the back today. They obviously have the skill and the structure to do that, so might as well. Played over on the left to Matt Ibarra. Switches play. Good turn there, and they look through on goal, but he turned it back and passed it behind him. Matty Barr here on the left-hand side plays it in, and it almost troubled the goalkeeper a little bit, but he throws it to Javi Bautista, who was able to get to it, and it is cleared back to Nathan Steinwasser, who passes it up to Matt Ibarra, who thinks, goes back to his center back, back to his goalkeeper. Nate Steinwasser playing sort of a sweeper role here. A lot of yelling now in the Detroit City Fieldhouse.
All right, there we go. Hey, Mike. Try it.
Like just one?
Yeah.
Hopefully we are back here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse. Apologies. I know all you guys are going to be ripping the iPhones in the chat.
But for Samsung, this app does not.
So I might as well just keep this.
Yeah. This app that I'm using does not exist for Samsung, so.
Would not be possible if we had a Samsung or Android phone, but here we are. Coach Javi on the attack. While we were away, I also figured out the team name, but they were on the attack. They've had a lot of good chances down towards Coach Javi Academy's end. And played out of bounds by the Coach Javi Academy defender. That was definitely a mishit. Everyone's ripping iPhones in the chat. Still, that's good.
Never gonna get me off Team iPhone.
Worked at Apple in your past, and now you're here live streaming the SuperLiga final.
Allegedly.
Trying to stream the SuperLiga final, right? Nate Steinwasher, nearly at midfield from keeper. That's a bold move. Let's see if it works out for him. And it is intercepted by Coach Javi, who goes for the shot and messes it up, actually. Not a great look there from Coach Javi. Fans starting to give it to him here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse. Played into the center. Tyler Moorman tries to fool the keeper. Keeper corrals it and plays it out to his center back. Looking for Javi in the midfield. Javi looks, sets, and plays it back to the guy. It was a good 1-2 there to gain space, and he beats his defender. It's played across, and Nate Steinwasher with the save. Nate Steinwasher coming up big. Coach Javi has had more quality chances, but here we go. Tyler Moorman is through on goal. If he can get it across to be a surefire, plays across the boards, and it is missed. The tap-in goes wide. Coach Javi Academy back on the attack.
I miss yelling. I can't tell if I'm allowed to heckle these people. Yeah.
You paid $2 to get it.
Matty Barr thinks it, was going to play it long, but switches the play. Back to Nate Steinwasher, who's again out of his goal, and passes it right to Coach Javi. Let's see what he does. Coach Javi could not keep that one down. Coach Javi is the target of all this heckling. I'm sure you guys in the chat enjoyed seeing Coach Javi sky that one, but it was an open net. Distance was working against him, though.
Almost got the 3 points.
Almost.
American football.
Good American football reference. I've heard of that sport before.
I know it was within like 3
They've had the chances, though, Coach Javi Academy. You can't say they just haven't taken any of them. There's 18 minutes left here in the first half. And the keeper saves, and they were going to be attacking there, but the guy just couldn't find his footing. I say the guy because we don't have any rosters here. I wish I could have done more research. Nate Steinwasher corrals it in, and he's looking upfield to see what's going on. This whole game has not really been in his box too much, and it's worked out for him so far with a 0-0, but there have been some close calls for sure.
Well, it's like the same pitch that fucking Jeff played at.
Here we go. Coach Javi trying to take his man on. Silver retains the ball. George Shamakov plays it back. Switches the play back to the other side. Against the boards, looking for something in the attack. Back to Shamakov. Shamakov thinks about it. Points. Thinks again, and then plays it back to his center back. Who plays it across back to the other side. Really calm play here. Not a lot of pressure. Coach Javi wanted it long. Got it. Played off the boards and away. Beaten there, and could not cannot find the pass, and George Shamakov is breaking forward. Fouled is George Shamakov, and he goes down. Unsure if that'll be a card or not. I'm just like holding it in case it was. I don't know how to pronounce that. Catenaccio?
I think so.
And then when I made that contact, I came off and it's like...
Atencio? Potencio is the team that has Nate Steinwasser in goal. Coach Javi Academy with this great play. George Shamakov was not able to find the run. Back to Nate Steinwasser, who plays it. And now Catenaccio on the attack. And looks like a misfoot. Hard for us to see the ball when it's against this wall due to the boards. George Shamakov receives it from the goalkeeper. He plays it to the side. Coach Javi making a run. Javi Bautista making a run on the right-hand side. Matty Barra on defending him. Tried to find Shamakov there, think running late, but Tyler Mormon's coming through. Down the other side. Catenaccio coming through. Lose the ball, but Catenaccio have it back via their defender. He's got Tyler Moore on the left, goes for the shot himself and is not on target. Potencio have looked lively at times, and so have Coach Javi, but Javi looks to be through here. Oh, Nate Steinwasser with the save.
Should call him Nate Stonewall.
Stonewall Jackson. I don't know what war he was in, I'm not gonna lie to you. We have the announcer for Keyworth Stadium in the house. You guys can't see him on camera, but he's there. Tyler Mormon received it for Potencio. And it's cut out. Here we go. Coach Javi chests it. And scores! Coach Javi was through on goal, beat Nate Steinwasser, and it is 1-0 to Coach Javi Academy, folks, with 14 minutes left in the first half here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse. Heads should not drop too far for Catenaccio. Like I said, they've had some good chances, but that goal was coming. And you gotta say, so far the scoreline's justified. Matty Barr for Catenaccio plays it back to his center back, who plays it back to Nate Steinwasser. There is a children's race happening that you guys cannot see, but it was interesting. Oh, wow. What an opportunity that was. He chests it, hit it on the volley, but was unable to get it past the goalkeeper. George Shamakov takes it out of defense, trying to slow play down a little bit. Gets it into the midfield. Goes across. Could not get past Matty Barr, though. Dave Dwayhe was pressing Nate Steinwasser there, but was unable to make him a mistake. And it is played out for a free kick. Taken quickly by Matty Barr, and Catenaccio look lively here. Tried to play it on the boards. Tyler Mormon could not control it. Beats his man, though, and the keeper has it in his arms. Routine save for him. Try to get David Dwayhe, who actually does get to it, and it is George Shamakov and Dave Dwayhe breaking through. Shamakov plays it to Dwayhe, and a foul is called. This guy's calling a dive. I do not think that was a dive, folks. Free kick in a decent position here for Coach Javi Academy.
No, they didn't call it a dive.
No, that guy said it.
That was a dive, ref! That was a wrong call, ref!
Fans here are getting very, very belligerent. Taken. Running at 2 defenders and actually gets by him here, gets by 3 before letting it hit the boards. Took on the shot after doing so well and could not find it. David Dwayhe gets to the ball. David Dwayhe's looking like he's 24 years old out there. George Shamakov getting there, and it actually hits the ceiling. Dave Dwayhe takes it to George Shamakov, who cannot get past Nate Steinwasser. And it's brought out by Catenaccio. Played back to Nate Steinwasser, who will have time to assess and set up his team. There's a sub happening by Catenaccio. Guy unable to figure out the door. Played to Matabara. It's a hard door to get, folks. Don't pretend like it's not. Atencio have it in Coach Javi's third of the field. There are 300 people watching right now. So
Thank you very much.
300.
Thank you very much. 300.
Dude,
Thank you very
Javi
much.
has like 80,000 YouTube subscribers.
Yeah, I'll just say
I was brought into conversation with the fans. How unprofessional. Nate Steinwasser hits it on the volley up to his brother, who has time to think about it and get it across. Matty Barr on the left, running at the defenders. Tries a skill move, and he'll say he was fouled, but not sure if he really was. And George Shamakov is making a great run, and Shamakov receives it. Fancy footwork here, and plays it back to the midfield. He'll have time to set, and he plays it across. The touch was a little wild, and it's still on the boards. Nate Steinwasser able to corral it and launch it upfield. It is a free kick now to Coach Javi Academy.
you're the worst, ref.
Fans giving it to the ref, who gives a heart back to the fans. Referee's been all right.
She's made me watch a ton of other hobby videos.
What a ball by Dave DeWahey. Split the defense, but Nate Steinwasser was out of his goal to collect it. We are going back up again. Catenaccio. Tyler Moorman plays the ball across. Played off the boards. Tries to dribble past him. Nothing doing there. Dave DeWahey looks like he's ready to get the ball back.
Now we're 2-2. We're 2 times 2 better this year.
Nate Steinwasser is far out of his goal.
Joining the attack.
Joining the attack, rather. I mean, let's see. Maybe, who knows? That was a risky pass, but it's played inside. And what a save by Coach Javi Academy's keeper. Tyler Moorman plays it back, and it's played across. The switch. Nate Steinwasser receives it. I said Nate Steinwasser was playing sweeper, and I didn't realize he was playing this drastic of a sweeper. Tyler Moorman back to Nate Steinwasser, who's past midfield. Crowd urging him to shoot. 9 minutes left in the half. A 1-0 lead held by Coach Javi Academy. Steinwasser had a lot of touches in Coach Javi's half for being a goalkeeper. Tyler Moorman receives it on the opposite side. That was a risky pass. Goes out for a corner. I think that's how boarded soccer works. Out for a corner here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse. Nate Steinwasser went for the shot, urged on by the crowd, and earned his team a corner. Not a lot made out of it. It is played back to Nate Steinwasser, but it's almost intercepted by Javi Bautista. Nate Steinwasser, under pressure, had to play it out for a free kick to Coach Javi Academy. Javi Bautista, wow, that was George Shamakov, to Dave DeWahey, who switches the play back, and he has some space on that other side to run up. Elects not to take it and goes back. Coach Javi now at right back by the looks of it. Like I said before, they don't really have a true defender, so I guess this is how they're coping with that. Surprised to see Coach Javi scoring. He said before the game that he doesn't often do well in championship matches, so maybe a new run of form tonight. There is a foul by Potencio just past the yellow line. I don't really know what that line means, but played quickly. And George Shamakov beats 2 people and then passes it. Coach Javi tries to set his feet, unable to. Potencio could be on the counterattack here. It is played into the netting, so it'll be a free kick back the other way for Coach Javi Academy. We're up to 200 viewers now. Thank you all for tuning in here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse for the SuperLiga final. Played out of the boards and almost finished by Dave DeWahey. Dave DeWahey, crowd favorite here. That would have been a very popular goal scored. controlled by Catenaccio. Tyler Mormon is through, pushes the keeper, and is... Penalty kick. I believe they gave a penalty kick. Tyler Mormon's always been a scrappy figure, and that's on display here tonight. I believe... I don't know what the call is actually going to be.
That's a penalty.
They gave it as a penalty, but from my angle, Tyler Mormon threw the goalkeeper down. I don't know how penalties work here, but... Everybody. Here we go. Potencio to level. 6 minutes left in the half. Only Coach Javi's Academy keeper is in the way of this. Stepping up for the penalty. And saved by Coach Javi's keeper. And Shamakov tries to get it back to start the counterattack, was unable. Tyler Mormon bangs a shot, and it was on target, but not on target enough. Coach Javi here down the wing, beats one man. Beats two, and is fouled. Coach Javi getting very, very upset with the referee as the Catenaccio player played it off the boards in frustration. 5 minutes left, and things are heating up here at the field house. Dave Dwayhe trying to beat his man, and does. Coach Javi receives it back on the wing. He'll be looking to get it forward. Running backwards, actually. Plays it back to his goalkeeper. Reset. Coach Javi has space on that left-hand side and plays the ball across. Beautiful control. George Shamakov gets it and loses possession in the midfield, and Catenaccio are on the attack. Plays it across, beats his man, playing it into the boards now, unable to beat the keeper as Javi Bonsi. George Shamakov plays it to David Dwayhe. They have very similar hair for those watching at home. We are sure to get a copyright strike from this music, but for now we are fine. Tyler Mormon weaved his way through and was unable. It'll be a free kick to Catenaccio because it came off the Coach Javi Academy man. See if Catenaccio can take advantage of this free kick. Nate Steinwasser is all the way up. Maybe he'll shoot again. Does not shoot, elects to pass it to his right. Nate Steinwasser, keeper, center back. You decide. Tyler Mormon, big guy in the box, gets it across to Matabara, who just goes wide, flashed the front of the net. And Nate Steinwasser gives the ball away pretty cheaply there, but is bailed out by his center back, who keeps it in, was put over George Shamakov's head, and Dave Dwayhe looks to lead the attack. Plays it across, but it is cleared by Catenaccio's center back. Dave Dwayhe, though, receives the ball back and falls over his own footing. That should be a foul to the turf.
Good job, old man!
I said earlier, David Dwayhe looked like he was 24 years old, looked 74 there on that one. Coach Javi, though, beats his man and is running down the left-hand side. Unable to get the clean shot on it, but aside from a few chances, they've been the dominating force team Javi Academy has been. Again, the door takes another victim. We have Tyler Mormon on the attack for Catenaccio. Kind of beats his man, passes it, and it's back in the center for Matabara. Tried to get that overlapping run spotted, but was unable to. Coach Javi Academy's keeper, who came up big with that penalty save, looks confident back there in net. Shamakov slowing things down, playing it back to the keeper. 2 minutes left here in the first half at the Detroit City Fieldhouse. Played up to Coach Javi, who takes a touch.
Except for that one goal.
Unable to beat his man, but George Shamakov comes up with the intensity. Javi beats his man, kind of, and goes for the shot. Nate Steinwasser's hands were there to meet it.
There it is.
And was played to a Coach Javi Academy player. It wasn't the plan there for Steinwasser, but back to Javi. Dave Dwayhe, George Shamakov, and then this guy. Dave Dwayhe has looked lively so far. That's the word of the day, folks, is lively. Good structure here from Catenaccio in the defense. A 1-2 kind of broke him down there a little bit though. And Shamakov plays it to the center. Dwayhe receives. You know Dwayhe wants to shoot it. Lays it off to Shamakov, who gets it back to this guy. Dwayhe. Oh my gosh, Tyler Moorman is in, but is unable to control his touch. You can see Tyler Moorman wearing the Detroit City FC charity kit shorts from 2 seasons ago, when of course Detroit City FC won the Midwest title. He's also wearing the socks from that charity game. Back to Nate Steinwasser. He's back in midfield. Steinwasser looks confident when he comes out of goal. A few misplaced passes, but they have not really cost him yet. Ibarra plays it in, and it is cleared by Coach Javi himself. Coach Javi so far with the goal, the lone goal, as we have 18 seconds left in the half. Oh, what a shot by that guy for Potencio.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
Fans want Steinwasser to shoot. That goal would be a crowd favorite. It's played back, and they say a handball happened, I believe. Time goes on the half. We'll see if they let him take this free kick or not. They are not allowing them to take the free kick. Time expired before the free kick was takeable. The score is 1, Coach Javi Academy, 0 for Catenaccio. We are here at halftime at the Detroit City Fieldhouse. I will say, I'm not 100% sure on the pronunciation of Potencio, but we're going to go with it. We have photos being taken of the trophies with the game ball here at midfield by Fish. Fish is an avid St. Pauli supporter, art teacher. He does a really good job of corralling all the ball boys at the Detroit City FC match days.
Dance, Fish! Dance, Fish, dance! Dance, Fish, dance! Dance, Fish, dance!
Fish is a little coy. Dave, the way he tried to take his clothes off, which to those City fans won't be too surprising, but Coach Javi Academy's subscribers might be a little confused by that. There was a photographer who, I don't know, is the mic working? I
have no idea.
I'll probably just stand next to the phone.
I just started there.
There was a photographer for Detroit City FC or Northern Guard who, before every single match at Catenaccio and a few at Keyword, would take his clothes off and dance for the fans before the match kicked off. And was not there for the last few games last season, but it's a tradition that goes through to the Detroit City FC roots. Catenaccio look ready for the second half kickoff. 50 seconds until that happens. Thank you guys for watching so far here on the Coach Javi Academy YouTube channel. Again, I've been Jarrett Maki. This is all set up by Nick Miko, who has done a great job. We had some technical difficulties at the start. Apologies for that. iPhone has died a few times, but we were still iPhone for life. Isn't that right, Nick?
Yes, always. Also, don't forget to subscribe to me at miko.city if you enjoy Detroit City FC stuff.
If you have not been to a game, but you follow Coach Javi on YouTube, definitely recommend it. Both teams look ready here as we go into the second half. Coach Javi, they've enjoyed a 1-0 lead for most of the first half, but you gotta say Catenaccio have had some good chances, especially towards the end of the half.
Well, that's the thing for the half. No.
I wish you guys at home could see my shoes right now. I bought them the other day, and I'm really proud of them. So. Yeah. What did you say? Say they were cool? I'm not even in there.
Portland would love that.
Sure. Tyler Moorman plays it back to get this half started. We were in for an action-packed 25 minutes here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse.
This will determine the SuperLiga champion.
A lot of patience so far from the start. There's a lot of patience in the attack for the Catenaccio here. I mean, you know, when your goalkeeper is playing pretty much in the attack, you have to be patient, have to be structured. Would compare it to hockey when they pull the goalie and they got to kind of just pass it around until something opens up. That's very similar. But here we go. Speaking of such, Tyler Moorman unable to get a foot on it. And the strike coming from outside the box is fizzed wide. And Catenaccio have it on the boards. Potencio player, don't know his name, being pressured by Dave Leahy, and he gets it out to midfield. It's a really bold call from the manager of Catenaccio here for Steinwasser to be out as far as he is. But they're in the finals, so something worked for him. Played back, played across. Played near the box and unable to control a touch. Coach Javi Academy is breaking here. But Tyler Moorman intercepts the pass back, and he'll be looking to have something being done here on the wing. He blasted into the net. Tyler Moorman. Detroit Mercy striker Tyler Moorman, X. I've seen him do that a lot of time for Detroit City FC, and he does it here in the SuperLiga final, coming up big for Catenaccio. It is 1-1 with 23 minutes left in this match. There was a tournament held here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse that featured Coach Javi on one team, and that game went all the way to penalties. So, will we see a similar fate here tonight? Who knows? That'd be incredible television to watch, though. Played around the back by Coach Javi Academy. Calm play here from both sides. Back to the goalkeeper. Playing out of defense here, both teams are, and it's worked for them. Played back.
Normally these indoor games are very fast-paced, so this is the fact that this is so slow is pretty interesting.
I'm sure we'll see a ramp up here as time starts to dwindle down here at the Fieldhouse. Dave Dwayhe is free on the left-hand side. Elects to pass it right to Shamakov, who plays it back to his defender. With the ball over to Dwayhe, who chests it again, plays it off the boards and tries to beat his man. It's played back to the guy with the hair and the beard, who plays it back to the guy in the Columbia shorts. And Tyler Moorman playing defense. Back to Steinwasser, who plays it to Moorman. Again. Every time I've seen Moorman play here, he's been wearing the Detroit City FC charity kit shorts. Those must be his lucky shorts. Moorman runs up the left, plays it back to his goalkeeper, Nate Steinwasser, who again is in the midfield. Moorman almost pressured his keeper there by almost losing the touch to George Shamakov, who pressures Nate, but Nate's able to get it away. Potencio playing amongst the back. Goalkeeper heavily involved in the passes. If I had to bet, I'd say most of Nate Steinwasser's touches rather, have been at the halfway line. Potencio attacking on the right. Far end of the field for you guys at home. Moorman wants it played back. Plays it back and gives it to Moorman, who has space to run on the near side of the field. Elects to try to beat his man and plays it into Matabara, who scores! A beautiful team goal. That was all set up by Tyler Moorman. We will not see a somersault from him yet. It was a cartwheel, I guess. It is 2-1 to Catenaccio. Coach Javi Academy looks a little shook right now. 20 minutes left in the game, 20 minutes left in the half. Coach Javi Academy hasn't come out with the same intensity they had at the start of the last half. but I'm sure they'll try to push forward as this game gets more and more urgent and needs to go more and more. Coach Javi back out on the field and gives it away. Down the other end, Catenaccio unable to keep it down. And George Shamakov runs up at the halfway line and plays it across to Coach Javi. Coach Javi takes a touch, plays it in to that guy who's unable to beat the men around him, and Dave Dwahey recovers it on the boards. Back to George Shamakov. Javi making a run, not seen, but now picked out. Shamakov sort of monopolizing the midfield here. Dave Dwahey with his back turned, plays it back to Javi. Shamakov. Javi, they could have a personal game here if they wanted to. Over to Dwahey. Back to Javi. Back to Dwahey. Back to the guy with the beard. Back to George Shamakov. Javi. Shamakov. This is pretty much a passing practice here. I mean, they have a lot of, most passes have been on target. Some of them have caused some trouble for the teams, but most of them have been pretty good here tonight. Back over to Shamakov, who's on it with the boards. Back to the bearded guy. Back to Javi. Back to Dwahey, back to Javi. Good 1-2 here. A lot of 1-2s from Coach Javi Academy. You know he's been drilling that into his players' minds. Ball played in behind, collected at the boards. Beats the men, and unable to get past Tyler Moorman. And now Catenaccio are attacking. This guy looks to be through on goal, but Coach Javi's faster than him. Very, very cool head from the keeper there. Coach Javi was not going to allow him to score. Matty Barra, guy who broke the deadlock and puts his team up 2-1 on a beautiful team goal that was. Incredible pass by Moorman to set up Ibarra for the finish. And you know, once Ibarra received it in that position, it was going to be a tap-in. Steinwasser up to Ibarra. Back to Ibarra. Back to this guy. Back to the far side, who's assessing his options and plays it back to his defender. Instead, plays it back to Steinwasser, who's directing his team forward. Potencio have looked composed on the ball. Thought they were going to try to play it back to Ibarra there. In front of the goal, nothing doing, but Ibarra gets it back on the boards, far side of the field. Back to Moorman, who's playing a little bit deeper than we've seen him so far today. And Moorman goes for the shot, and it's not too far off. Picked up, played to the far side, to Matt Ibarra.
Oh, you should have bicycled!
Fans wanted the bicycle there. And cleared off the line, sorts by Dave Dwahey. Javi beats his man, and Javi's going. That'll be a free kick to Catenaccio. Javi's not happy about it. Always complain to the red folks. I'm sure Catenaccio would be happy to kind of sit back here and control the pace. I mean, 17 minutes is a lot of time, especially in boarded soccer. I still can't believe the score is only 2-1 with the chances that have been had by both clubs. The way he plays it forward to Javi.
They're actually just talking about Maggie. We didn't say anything.
There's some conversations going on about Jarrett Maki down with the fans here. Commenting on my pastel pink high top Vans, which were only $60. This shirt I'm wearing was $10 at H&M on Black Friday.
Did you pay by the yard of fabric? It barely fits you.
The new style is an extra small. So back to the game, Potencio play it out of the goal to Tyler Moorman, who runs it across midfield. He has one man on his left, one man on his right. Was gonna go for it. He's tripped up. Coach Javi Academy are gonna say he dived.
Mormon dive team! Mormon dive team!
The shortcomings on the commentary are due to Coach Javi. We were not given rosters, or anything really. Free kick, hit right into the wall, and Dave Dwahey breaks down the other end. Unable to be controlled by Dwahey as Tyler Moorman gets it and does a turn and gets it back to his goalkeeper. Goes out of play by Nate Steinwasser, so the Coach Javi Academy free kick once someone corrals the ball from out of play. The net makes things difficult here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse. George Shamakov running up, assessing his options, passes out to Javi on the near side, who tries to play it across, played off the boards, and Coach Javi in the final third here, and plays it back. You know, Nick, you mentioned shock of the slow pace here. I'm also surprised by it. Every boarded game I've seen here has had at least 6 or 7 goals, so just foul here. This will be a direct free kick for Coach Javi Academy.
I think it's Fred.
Let's see how they structure this. Nate Steinwasser setting his wall. The way he looks like he has a plan here. And it's played to Shamakov back to Dwayne, who mishandles it. And there is a whistle somewhere. I believe another free kick. Shamakov plays it across and gets it back.
Yeah, good call. I like it. I like determination.
Goes for the shot, not close, not on target. It'll be a goal kick now to Potencio, and Nate Steinwasser plays it upfield to his brother, I believe, and there is some hardcore grabbing there, and I believe a yellow card's coming out. Yellow card is out here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse.
You can't do that! You can't do that! You can't do that!
Heckling here by the fans in unison. Javi Bautista runs in it. Oh, there looked to be a foot in there, but the ref does not call it. Nate Steinwasser urging his players to keep it and slow down the pace a little bit. Played across. Shamakov got there, but is beaten. This game is getting a lot more physical as the time goes on here. Only 12 and a half minutes left.
And Miley Cyrus is on, so.
Oh! Coach Javi Academy keeper almost had a mare there. Was able to recover. Looks like he's holding his shoulder. Doesn't look too comfortable on it. Miley Cyrus is definitely playing right now, though. Javi to Shamakov. Shamakov with space. Passes to Dwayne, who will try to play it across, and is cut out by the Catenaccio defender. For the first time this game, we see Coach Javi's keeper come up to midfield. Taking some pages out of Nate Steinwasser's book. Javi went for it, and looks like it'll be a free kick to Coach Javi Academy. Dave Dwayne takes it on the boards. Back to Coach Javi. Javi Bautista, edge of the yellow line. Plays it in. Oh my gosh. Went for the back heel flick. Unsuccessful, missing by inches on that one. Nate Steinwasser was beaten there, but is able to make it up for it. Matabar is through, and Coach Javi's keeper comes out with the punch. There are contests for saying he hit it outside of the box with his hands. Ref not giving it. Coach Javi Academy through here. Javi Bautista on the far side. Trying to shoulder off his man and still has the ball. Played off the board. Shamakov arriving late. And Steinwasser with the big hands. 11 minutes left. 2-1 lead for Catenaccio.
Sounds alright?
Played out of bounds by Steinwasser. Free kick to Coach Javi Academy. We'll expect to see the urgency pick up here with Coach Javi Academy, needing a goal here in the final 10 and a half minutes, at least one to level it up. Shot with the right foot, off target. It'll be a goal kick to Catenaccio. It's a tough one here, folks. Nate Steinwasser plays it to his brother, who's running up. I believe that's the man who had the yellow card. cut out by the Coach Javi Academy defender. Played on the near side here, hard for us to see exactly what's happening, but played across to Matabara, who of course scored the second goal and currently the winning goal here for Catenaccio. Back to Tyler Mormon, who since his assist has been playing more of a defending role. Why not? He's a big, strong guy. Suits him pretty well back there. Matabara plays it across. It is 3-1. Matabara, celebrations happening all over the pitch for Catenaccio. Matabara, so far man of the match. Goal, the assist. Played an incredible game so far.
Warm up the bus!
2 goals now needed for Coach Javi just to tie it. We have 9.5 minutes left here at the Fieldhouse. Steinwasser has a tough time. The way he tried to take advantage of that was unable to. Definitely more urgent now from Coach Javi Academy. Steinwasser will feel confident with that 2-goal lead. And he plays it along and kept inbounds this time, headed across to the near side to Tyler Mormon, who thinks about it, goes back, switches play, back to his defender, slows things down a bit. Back to Mormon on the far side. Mormon against the boards. Back to the edge of the area. Played back to Steinwasser. Steinwasser with time. 8.5 minutes left here at the Fieldhouse. Played to the goal scorer and yellow card recipient. Thought he was going to take the hit there. Didn't. Still 3-1. Playing it back. Potencio happy here to just have some time on the ball and kind of dictate play, but it's played upfield. Oh, what a banger! 4-1. Coach Javi Academy fans, cover your eyes.
Stop! They're already dead!
It's 4-1 here with 8 minutes left. I tell you what, if Catenaccio blow this lead, it'll be worse than Lansing United a few years back. The way he foul called against him, went to ground there. Frowned upon in boarded soccer. No yellow card given though. 7.5 minutes left. Catenaccio enjoying a 4-1 lead. That last goal kind of came of nothing, you know. It was found far side in front of the keeper. No one near him and just blasted it home. Catenaccio player clears it before Javi can do anything dangerous. The way he back, takes the free kick quickly. And Steinwasser with the acrobatics. And Matty Barra on the left-hand side has been the man of the match for me. Coach Javi keeper gives the ball right back to the midfield. Shamakov intercepts. Batista now could have found Dway, he didn't. And up the other way for Catenaccio. The structure from Catenaccio has been really impressive. They've allowed to have Nate Steinwasser up in the midfield, and it really hasn't cost them so far this game. Haven't seen a lot of that the second half, since they got their lead rather, and there's probably a reason for that. Again, played forward, and no one there to head it to as George Shamakov runs back, trying to find something here in the final 6 minutes to try to get the put this one a little bit more into reach. Javi Bautista unable to control it, his teammate, and Matty Barr is breaking down the other end. Yes, Tyler Mormon on the far side, if he could find him, was unable to, and it'll be a free kick to Catenaccio. Into the final 6 minutes here at the Fieldhouse. 4 unanswered goals from Catenaccio. One of them scored, one of them assisted by Matty Barra, who has been my man of the match so far.
Right here.
Tyler Mormon receives it on the far side. Happy to slow down play, but would not mind adding a 5th goal here, and he goes for the shot to do just that, unable to find the target. Played across. Good passing here in the final third by Catenaccio. Matt Ibarra on the boards, Tyler Mormon. Far side, Mormon plays it across, deflected, unable to find his man. Shamakov finds Dwayhe. Dwayhe assesses his options, looks to run at his man, and beats him. A leg was stuck out though. We have 5 minutes remaining here at the field house. 3-goal deficit for Coach Javi Academy. Dave Dwayhe. Shamakov wants more direct play as Javi receives it on the far side. 1-2 with Javi's teammate. Javi gets it back on the boards. Not a lot of movement in the final third for Coach Javi Academy. That might be the reason they're finding themselves in the position that they're in right now. Back to Shamakov on the near side.
It does look like they only have one sub, so it could be due to fatigue.
It's a very excellent point. Free kick going against Coach Javi Academy. Little push going on there. Getting feisty and chippy here at the field house. Javi intercepts the pass. He has Dwayhe in the middle if he can find him. Unable to. Didn't even look, I don't think. Steinwasser plays it forward to Ibarra. Ibarra's been the focal point of this team so far tonight. Physical play on the near side there on the board, 2 against 1, but somehow the Atencio man, for a second there, had him beat. Dwayhe to Javi. Javi, the lone goal scorer for Coach Javi Academy. Named a team after himself and takes them to the finals. 3 minutes here. It would take something out of a storybook here for Coach Javi Academy, you got to imagine, with how in control Catenaccio have been in the second half of this SuperLiga final. Dwayhe into the center, unable to find anyone. Catenaccio are on the counterattack. So far it's 2 against 1. Catenaccio here. Try to plays it back, unable to find his teammate who was running too fast for it. 2.5 minutes left here at the field house. It's all men forward for Coach Javi right now. Unable to find the long ball across. Would have picked out Dave Dwayhe had it been a better pass. Tyler Moorman's running somewhat free here in the midfield. Final 2 minutes. You gotta say, Steinwasser's gonna be really confident here. 3-goal lead, 2 minutes left. Clears it out. And Coach Javi try to get something going. Potencio player, unable to get it past the defender into Tyler Moorman. So Coach Javi on the attack. Plays it long ball upfield to Javi, who's unable to really control it, but it gets back to Dwayhe. Dwayhe lines up the shot, and it's right at Steinwasser, who really hasn't had a lot of work to do in his own net tonight. Moorman controls it on the far side. Very physical play. There's one back by Coach Javi. Can Coach Javi do something? And Steinwasser comes up big yet again. A bar to Moorman. Moorman plays it up into the ceiling, definitely killing time. 1 minute 20 seconds left here at the field house. Dwayhe takes it quick. And they'll say further back than they took it. It's going to eat about 10 more seconds off the clock. You know, a focal point of this match was the save by the Coach Javi keeper on that penalty kick. Ended up not mattering. The score was only 1-0 at the time, but at the time there was a really big play. Speaking of the keeper, up at midfield. He's going to join the attack now with under 1 minute left. Back to Shamakov. Shamakov with the touches. Shamakov with the shot, and it's a goal! George Shamakov. 40 seconds left. They get a goal back, only a 2-goal deficit. 35 seconds remain here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse. 2-4, Catenaccio still lead. And the ball's won back by Coach Javi. If they get a third here, it'd be interesting. Dwayhe. Not a great pass. Potencio looked to break. Really physical right there on the near side. Chance of scoreboard coming from the benches, and that's the end of the game. I said it was getting chippy, and it got really chippy there towards the end. Ibarra's not pleased. Still have yet to see a handshake from those who got into it on the near side. Security not moved by what just happened there. A lot of shoving took place there at the end. You gotta say though, Catenaccio, once the second half came out, no one was gonna beat him. Dave Dwayhe applauds the fans. Nathan Steinwasser, Tyler Moorman. Where's the trophy at?
Let's go down.
Unplug that?
Yeah.
Bring it away. Mike?
You guys did amazing. Well done.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Oh, you're not done?
I want to see the winner's reaction when they tell them they're $1,500.
Running down to the field, 1 sec.
We're gonna interview that.
What's that?
Where do you want your backdrop here?
Wherever.
Yeah, here's good. See this? Yeah.
Okay.
Right there? Okay. Cool.
SuperLiga trophy presentation here at the Detroit City Fieldhouse. Game got a little chippy there at the end, didn't it, Nick?
Oh yeah. It was
Expected that a little bit sooner, if I'm honest.
Take it all in.
Gotta say, it was hard fought though by Coach Javi Academy.
Oh, we can.
Thank you so much for everything. You got the silver trophies, gold trophies. We really appreciate you guys coming out, playing in the first ever SuperLiga. There's a lot of really exciting things that are happening between us. I want to thank everybody. So please give yourself all a round of applause for the year. So with that, we're going to present our trophy. So thank you, Moises. Please give it up for Coach Javi Academy, second place in today's first ever SuperLiga. You can drink out of it. You're allowed to have it for the night, and then bring it on over. Thank you, Moises. All right, congratulations, Catenaccio. Congratulations, everybody. Have some drinks up in the clubhouse. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I'll get, yeah, free drinks? Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are so lucky to be here, so. Personally?
Hey, group shot with the, I'm gonna need a group shot with them, and I'm gonna send a group one to Lindsay as well.
Okay. All right, we got a couple more pictures to get for Lindsay and for our media, but.
And you were ready for that, weren't you?
Absolutely.
Ready. It's about time you got some action.
Oh, no. Taking pictures.
You want to do it? Talk? Still on. No, you're good.
Hey, can you guys come over here? Come over here, right here, Mike. Daryl, come over here. Come, come.
I'm gonna interview Nate too. I have a question.
How'd it go? Good? Where did you
Yeah.
One more priority. Diversity. Hey, do you guys want to say anything to the YouTube subscribers and followers real quick?
Sorry we didn't come through.
Sorry, guys.
There's always next session.
Second place, not too bad. The one thing, is the mic off already?
No, it's in. Probably.
The one thing is for everybody that's watching out there is that win or lose, every time you lose, every time you win, that's part of the sport. That's what makes it beautiful. So if you won all the time, you'd never really be able to appreciate what it really means to fight, to struggle, and to win a championship. So every time I end up in a final, and whether we lose, if we lose, I just think about how sweet it's going to be when we finally get that victory. So if we have to wait 2 seasons, 3 seasons, when we finally hold that first place trophy, at some point it's going to make it a lot better. So you always learn, you can always get better.
Matty Barra, you got come here.
Barra,
come here. Wait, you got to bring the trophy.
We'll bring over the captain from the first place team over here.
If you want a teammate to come with you, you can.
Actually, Toronto's nice.
Yeah. And is this live right now?
Yeah, this is
Hey, live
this
YouTube video. You guys
for the
Live
YouTube.
post-match interviews.
Okay.
Just a few words.
Ty, come on in.
A few words, Matty. Your thoughts on the game?
Sure. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a great league. It was great to get a bunch of guys together to see in the final a bunch of DCFC players on both sides. It was a lot of fun. Had a great time, and it was a great game. Took a hammering from them 2 weeks ago, so it was fun to win today.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good to play the whole season against guys we know, and hopefully next league's going to be even more competitive and see some more faces. So, good job.
That works.
All right. Thank you.
Boys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm going to wait to sign up.
Thank you. Lastly, thank you to commentator Jarrett and Nick for putting together the live stream and everything.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Appreciate you guys. Until next time, and adios, muchachos.
Don't you have to do right?
Deuces.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure.